Hello, UP families. Today we're going to talk about how to help your child out with More Area Compare third grade multiplication strategy. Our targets for you today is families will be able to understand the basic concept of More Area Compare, or what you'll hear it called MAC, and understand what benchmark facts are. So when we talk about in third grade here at UP schools, we talk about benchmark facts. These are our basic facts up to a factor of 5, 0 times 5, 1 times 5, all the way up to 5 times 5. The first lesson, one of the first lessons your student will learn will be their 10 facts. But we call the benchmark facts 0 times 1 to 5 times 5 are key high leverageable facts to understand multiplication. And I'm going to show you an example how we do that. So, getting to know MAC. The first strategy of MAC is, or More Area Compare. This strategy encourages students to think about a fact they already know to help them figure out a new fact. We're using a centimeter grid paper for students to create and manipulate these models. You will hear such language as the benchmark and the fact has one side or factor. That is the same, and new fact is one more row of squares than the benchmark. This provides the students with a visual and concrete model by physically laying the benchmark rectangle, and in some cases we'll be drawing it, over the new fact rectangle. We discourage kids from repeated addition to help solve multiplication facts because this strategy does not work well for more difficult facts. In addition, it does not help them once they get to multi-digit multiplication, whereas this area model will carry them through those more difficult skills. So our More Area Compare, you'll hear things like this. The new fact is 5 by 6 rectangle, or 5 times 6. The benchmark shaded that will help them is a 5 times 5 rectangle, 5 times 5. Students would say, I know 5 times 5 is 25. A 5 by 6 rectangle has one more row of 5. So 5 times 6 is 25 plus 5 more. 5 plus 6 must be 30. We might even say a 5 times 1 more, and I'll show some examples of that. So here's a great poster that would be in your student's classroom or used as a reference in a packet. And it just shows the example, kind of what I just said about More Area Compare. This might be a helpful resource for you to have with your student as they're working with multiplication, More Area Compare, or MAC strategies. So let me build a rectangle example for you, and we'll use 2 times 6 as our new fact, and I'll use a 2 times 5 benchmark to show you how More Area Compare works. So what we'll ask students to do is we'll ask them to write the fact we're going to use. So we're looking for a 2 times 6, and you'll hear a 2 by 6 or 2 times 6. And we're going to build it. And if we were in class, we'd be cutting these out, but we're actually going to draw it today. And we're going to do a 2. So this is 2 in each row with one row. So this is a 2 by 1. This is a 2 by 2. And we're going to do the fact we know, a 2 times 5. This is a 2 by 3, a 2 by 4, and a 2 by 5. So we'll use a fact that we know as one of our benchmark facts. I'll line these up here. So you'll hear us say, we know a 2 times 5, and we might actually write it here and go, we know a 2 times 5. And if we know 2 times 5 is 10, this is one of our benchmark facts all students must know. So 2 times 5 is our benchmark. We're trying to find a 2 times 6. So we'll ask them to draw one more row of 2. So we'll say this is 2 more, or we would say, and you might hear a teacher say, this is a 2 times 1 equals 2 more, which gets us 12. And you'd hear teachers go 10 plus 2 more, and we might even work it here to the side, plus 2 more equals 12. And we'll probably write something like this as well to kind of show our thinking above and beyond. It'd be 2 times 1 plus a 2 times 5. So the kids will understand 2 times 5 is 10 as our benchmark. Our new fact is a 2 times 6 plus that 2 times 1, which is here, will get us a 2 by 6. Hopefully that explains our more area compare strategies. Remember, to help your student understand these strategies better, they need to know their benchmark facts up to 5 times 5. If you have any questions, please contact your teacher.